And I just wanted to share that, especially in the context of Tucker saying we should have some grace, and clearly something happened and presidents have been assassinated in the past. And I do think that we have all noted this shift in him since Butler, Pennsylvania.
And one of the clues is the Butler shooting, the shooting in the summer of 2024 during the presidential election, where President Trump was shot in the ear by a gunman a little over 100 yards away on the roof of a building called Thomas Crook's. And according to Joe Kent, who would know, that investigation was closed before it pursued every possible lead. We can be fairly confident that Thomas Crooks pulled the trigger. We cannot be confident at all that he acted alone. And of course, we can't know because that investigation was shut down. That's what he said. And Joe Kent, who you can dismiss as a wacko or a traitor, but you can't say he doesn't know what he's talking about. And you can't say the Trump administration didn't trust him with all available U.S. intelligence until the day he left. You can't say that because they did. He has said out loud he thinks the failure to investigate the Butler shooting, the shooting of our now president, Donald Trump, and why wouldn't they investigate that, by the way? That alone is baffling. Why wouldn't they release all the information they have about Thomas Crooks? They haven't. Why? If it was a lone gunman, why didn't tell us all you know? But they haven't. Why? He believes that is connected to the control that Israel has over the United States government, the demonstrable control. He said that. He also pointed to a couple of pretty shocking violations of the president's personal security by the Secret Service. They allowed things to happen that never happen around a president. Now, maybe they were mistakes. You want to think they were. But who's been fired at the Secret Service over those mistakes? No one that we're aware of. There's not been a wholesale reordering of the Secret Service. Their job is to protect the president, the elected president of the United States. And you do that not just because you love the president, but because our entire system hangs on the idea that the people get to choose their president and he can't be removed by force. That's democracy. And at this point, watching Israel once again, not for the first time, hardly for the first time, short-circuit American diplomacy, the expressed will of the American president, elected by the rest of us, to have some foreign country of 9 million people to say no, exercise veto power over our president, short-circuit our interests. This is bad for us. We're doing it anyway because Benjamin Netanyahu wants to. You see that enough times. This is, again, not the first time we've seen this. It's not the 10th time we've seen this. We've seen it generationally. You have to ask, what is this? And you have to find out. And you have to air it publicly because it has to end. We cannot be a free and prosperous country until we are a sovereign country. What does that mean? Our leaders elected by us have to be able to make decisions in our interests.
That is all I know. Not pointing the finger or assigning any blame, but I think we all have questions about how quickly Trump wanted to sort of close the book on Butler, Pennsylvania.